Hello viewers. Welcome back to our channel Voyage Canada. In this presentation, we will show you Windows alternative those are almost similar to M4 Mac Mini. Although there is not direct comparison with Mac Mini, but we still try to find some sort of alternative that can serve the purpose if you are a typical Windows user. Watch it now. We tried to find similar components to compare this Mac Mini desktop with Windows desktop. This is just a media hype that M4 Mac Mini may be a PC killer. Both PC and Mac, they have their own specific users, and there is no such thing to kill the other competitor. Both Mac and PC have pros and cons. Mac Mini M4 specs. The 2024 Mac Mini with the M4 chip features a 10-core CPU with 4 performance and 6 efficiency cores, a 10-core GPU, and a 16-core neural engine with 120 GB per second memory bandwidth and hardware-accelerated ray tracing. It includes 3 Thunderbolt 4 ports, an HDMI port, a Gigabit Ethernet port, and 2 front-facing USB-C ports. Storage starts at 256 GB and is configurable up to 2 TB, with the option to upgrade to the more powerful M4 Pro chip for more CPU/GPU cores and memory. Ports on M4 Mac Mini. M4 Mac Mini has good collection of ports as compared to MacBooks. Back, 3 Thunderbolt 4 ports, 1 HDMI port, 1 Gigabit Ethernet port. Front, 2 USB-C ports. These ports are enough for accessories. Processor comparison. Apple M4 has following components: 10-core CPU, 10-core GPU, and 16-core neural engine. On the other side, 4 high-performance Windows machines that offer raw power in games and professional software. Look at Intel Core i9 or AMD Ryzen 9 processors, often paired with a high-end NVIDIA GPU. Performance targets. Base M4. In raw single-core performance, the M4 can compete with high-end Intel Core Ultra and AMD Ryzen processors. M4 Pro/Max. These higher-end versions, especially the M4 Max, can rival powerful consumer-grade CPUs like the Intel Core i9-14900K and AMD Ryzen 7 9700X, and even outperform high-end GPUs like the RTX 5090 in certain tasks. Apple M4 GPU alternatives. The 10-core Apple M4 GPU is a graphics adapter built into the 9-core and 10-core Apple M4 processors that has direct access to fast on-package LPDDR5X, 7500 RAM. Apple's M4 chip GPUs don't have direct equivalents because they are integrated, but the M4 Max GPU is comparable to an NVIDIA RTX 4070 or 4080 mobile in certain workloads like Blender, while the M4 base GPU is more similar to a PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series S in raw performance. The M4 Pro sits between the base M4 and the M4 Max, performing similarly to the M3 Max. Apple Mac Mini M4 RAM. The base model M4 Mac Mini comes with 16 GB of unified memory, RAM, which is the standard configuration offered for the entry-level model. For example, the base model on Apple's Canadian website specifies a 10-core CPU, 10-core GPU, 16 GB of unified memory, and a 256 GB SSD. This configuration is also reflected on other retail sites like Amazon, CA, and Costco, CA. Apple M4 with 10-core CPU, 10-core GPU, and 16-core neural engine. 24 GB shared memory. Optional 32 GB shared memory available. 512 GB SSD. Soldered to the chip. In Apple's M4 chip, the RAM is soldered directly onto the silicon die and is part of the unified memory architecture. No user-accessible slots. This design lacks the traditional SODIMM or other slots found in PCs, preventing users from installing or replacing RAM modules. Does the M4 Mac Mini have a cooling fan? Yes. The M4 iMac Mini certainly has a fan in the base. M4 Mac Mini alternatives. Although there is no direct comparison between M4 Mac and Windows computers, but we still looked around to find a close comparison for Windows users. Alternatives to the M4 Mac Mini include high-performance Windows Mini PCs like the Minis Forum MSA2 and Geekom AX8 Pro, offering comparable or superior multi-core performance and expandability. Key advantages of these Windows options are their open architecture for RAM and storage upgrades, more ports, and the flexibility of running Windows or Linux. For budget-conscious users, the GMTech NukeBox M5 Plus provides a good balance of price and performance, while the Geekom A6 is noted for offering better value than the Mac Mini.